doing, man. It's awesome.
Hey guys, it's Alex. Remember last year I went to this car show that was like held like at the end of a street somewhere, full of some of the most beautiful Fox bodies in all of South Florida? Well, that was a year ago. Yeah, crazy. Like a year passed. So I'm like, I guess, it's time to go back there. Now, this time, now that I know that there's going to be really nice Fox bodies down there, what I'm going to do is kind of treat it as if it was like a shopping trip. I'm going to actually look at cars that I would consider one day to potentially have like a cruising vehicle, something that you could take out on Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings, or even a small road trip. Something that has all the amenities, power, windows, AC, a good powerful motor. I'm talking 600 and up. None of this 400, 500 stuff. No, we're talking 600 and up, but have it be a Fox body, because look, I'm at that age where I can afford a Fox body. I can be nostalgic about a Fox body, and they're starting to take off in price because the builds are becoming more and more exotic. Roadster Shop is making chassis for them, so it's becoming a platform that's very, very supported in the aftermarket. It is the 68 Camaro of our time. So I'm gonna go down there, hang out with a couple of guys that I know. Hush Money's motor in that notchback is running great, so we're probably gonna take a look at that car, give you updates on it, and then we're gonna take a look and talk to some of the owners of these vehicles. And some of them are Lund tuned, some of them are not, but I want to see what the setups are, what they would sell the car for if it was for sale. I want to start putting prices out there just so people are aware where the Fox body game is, or let's say the what would you call that, like a resto mod Fox body, something that has a modern power plant, modern AC, modern steering, but it's in an old chassis. So let's get down there, take a look at some of the most beautiful cars, Fox bodies, in all of South Florida. Okay, made it to the meetup spot. Of course, there's hot rods and craziness here. The shirt. Yes, I'm in a golf cart. Yep, I'm in a golf cart. Fuck it. I'm here to watch. Oh, there she is, my future ride. I swear to God, I will buy that car one day. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, what in the hell is happening? Sheesh, come on. Oh, this is the one that was for sale on Marketplace. I wonder if it's his car or somebody else's. But you, Cobra, I'm telling you, a red Cobra is calling my name one day. Red lower Cobra. So today what I'm going to look for is a red version of this. See, hopefully somebody makes it down with one of them. Black vert. Something I would drive. Oh my lord, sheesh. Way too clean. Just way too clean. Jeez. There you go. Okay, so this car really caught my eye, and I'm going to tell you guys why this car caught my eye for many, many reasons. Obviously, it's a Coyote swap LX hatch. It has, looks to be TRZ front end, but it was installed, I think, by TIG Vision. So this is, I think, a TRZ front end. Look at the calipers, SN calipers, powder coated with, I think, Cobra style brakes, I think. And you know, we'll talk about the engine in a little bit. As you notice, it doesn't have a MAF sensor, but forget that. Teal or Calypso, whatever you want to call it, I would say teal. It has a black interior, a mini tub. Oh my god, the doors open so nice. Very, very normal, right? You would look at this car and go, what's the big deal, Alex? Why are you showing us this car? Well, it's running on Holly. And I said, wait a minute. Every time you see a car run on Holly, these are capped off. But this has the new VCT controller for Holly. And I went, wait a minute. So I was talking to the owner who's over there talking to another guy. I think they're going to do a deal. I told the owner, I said, this thing will sell in a heartbeat if people know what it is. He's like, yeah, I know. It's just, and he's supposedly has a guy coming to look at it. So if you look here, there is a Holly VCT control. Look at that. Holly Coyote VCT controller, part number 554145. So I thought, wait a minute. And the more I talked to the guy, the more I realized how special this car is. This is one of those cars where a project kind of takes longer than expected and then someone abandons it. So the new owner literally just picked it up and said, okay, I'll buy it because I can't build it for what you're selling it. And again, it's a Gen 2 motor, T56. Look at the rear end. This is the fuel pump. Look at the tank, powder coated. Look at the rear end, guys. I'm gonna do a slow pan. TRZ stuff, mini tubbed, MagnaFlow 750, big massive filter, sumped stock tank, powder coated with a flex fuel sensor out of all things. And when you get in it, key forward, you can see here the pump. You can see it has all the Holly doodads. So I'm trying to show that. There you go. Flex fuel, all this stuff. So I just wanted to show you what's going on. I think you could probably, believe it or not, pick this car up for about $30,000. So could you imagine picking up a Gen 2 manual VCT controlled Holly mini tubbed, built rear end, aftermarket fuel system, flex fuel, Gen 2 motor car for about 30,000 bucks? No. So if everything works out, I think this car will be sold today because someone is going to come up and look at it. But imagine you had $30,000 or so lying around. You can pick up someone else's abandoned project and potentially end up with a Billy badass build. So this is one of those cars that I came down here to see, that it can just pop up. Remember guys, my Fairmont roll cage, mini tub, and front half tubular stuff was $30,000. I can probably buy this whole car for that. So the owner gave me permission to start it. He's like, yeah, do whatever. So again, he's a buddy. I've known him for a while. I just don't put a lot of people on blast. So he said, key on, let it prime 2 seconds, and turn it on. 1, 2. Now, why do I turn the car on? It's because of the VCT. If the VCT is not dialed in right, the car will chop. If the VCT is dialed in properly, the car will idle like this. Super, super good idle, super bland, exactly like stock. So that tells me, for now, that VCT controller works extremely well. And the fact that it's on Holley stuff means you can cycle through some of these gauges and stuff. See, you can configure stuff. So again, a deal and highly configurable as a radio, as an interior. Buttons are backwards. So figure that out. He's gonna be like, fuck you, man. So that's probably for mile an hour, right? GPS based mile an hour. Really, really nice. So I'm curious to see if I can log cam angle, because I know what cam angle should happen on a Gen 2, but the fact that it's idling this smooth tells me it's pretty dialed in. You just had a black interior lying around?
No, I had to start buying parts and shit, and I built this because I had to cut the quarter panels down low to fit the mini tubs.
The mini tub, right.
I had to cut it and it looks ugly as shit. So I built this and I raised it, you know?
Oh, look at that.
I raised it, 4 inches.
Yeah.
So it covers everything that I had to cut.
That's great. And what rear seat delete is that? Is that something you made yourself?
I just made it, yeah.
You just bored when they started making shit?
Yeah, I just cut some wood.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
Wow, where'd you get this material? Like Joanne Fabrics?
No, it's like from the speaker box guys, you know?
Oh, okay.
The guys that carpet speaker boxes and all that shit.
Gotcha.
And it's got the factory cover.
Yeah, I see that, bro. No, it's perfect. So, not only one 93 Fox body, but two, but a red one did show up, which I'm really happy about. Oh my God. And this is the reason I tell you guys that a red Fox body Cobra low Coyote swapped with CC dubs chopping like a mofo with a Whipple would be pretty baller. But in my opinion, if I was gonna get a Cobra, it'd be like this. Oh, is this a GT? See, the reason, I don't know if they came with that interior, but it's according to this, it's a Cobra. So I'm gonna have to ask him if Cobras did come with a cloth interior, but it looks to be correct. I can't imagine he cloned everything, or maybe he got a different interior for it, but whatever. I'm not gonna criticize too much. If it's an actual Cobra, this is something I would buy, right? Something that's a driver, modify, put some power to it, have a whole bunch of fun. There's a reason these cars kind of command a decent price. Yes, it's a Fox, but I don't know, 93 Cobras, for whatever reason, just kind of do it for me, and a red one would be the one that I would build if I was to build one. Okay, so this car, we definitely need to talk about this car. This car is a Gen 3. Yes, how do you know? Look at the sensors for the cams. High pressure fuel pump, cam stuff. 132 or 150 throttle body. He's got the Celine badging on the Whipple. Looks like a Gen 5 3-liter Whipple. Does not look like a 3.8. Clean, like it hurts my soul. It's so clean. This is a MAF car. Yes, this is a MAF sensor car. Yes, just wanted to make sure I had a MAF sensor. How you doing? This was built by Lujan Motorsports in Miami. So like super quality stuff. If you hear of a Lujan built situation, it's usually so quality. And what we mean by that is like everything works. Like everything works. All the buttons, all the doohickeys, all the wiring, cruise control. Like he goes out of his way to make this thing like factory. And obviously by looking at it, you can see that, Steve Celine, I don't know if that's real, but I'd rather have it signed by his wife with the big tits, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that he, took it to Lujan and, paid the money to have it done properly, shout out to him, because I don't know many people that would do that. Jesus. Bare brakes in the back. I'm looking for the wood screws. No wood screws on this guy. There it is, wood screw. So we know it's authentic Celine. I'm just kidding. Hopefully the owner doesn't get mad, but we're having fun here. And then we got Sergio's car, aka Hush Money's motor. This is the belt we ended up putting on, and pretty cool. Looking at the belt, it's interesting how it's kind of on the thicker side, and the grooves are deep, like very deep grooves. So that's kind of an interesting thought process about the depth of the grooves on the belt versus, you know, like a green belt, because the green belt on this setup spun. On this setup it didn't, and it has a grip tech pulley. So interesting brand on the belt, and the thought process of the depth of the grooves on the supercharger pulley, something to look out for on, you know, future blower builds. But again, Hush Money lives on, man. Freaking badass. Oh my, oh okay, so yeah, this is his other car. I was like, whose car is this? This is Sergio's other car. This is his single turbo, small block Ford. I think it's been as quick as 830s or 840s. This is the Ego Breaker. For those of you that don't know, this is a Celine. This is a actual Celine Mustang. For those of you that don't think it is, it is. He just hated the wing, so he took it out, which I don't blame him. So yeah, this guy, he might have an alarm, so let me see if I'm not gonna open it. It might have an alarm. I'm gonna leave it alone. But again, PBH had a hand in building it, so pretty cool car. Oh, look, a 7-Up car. Oh, is it a 7-Up car? This is a 7-Up car. Those of you that don't know about 7-Up cars, look it up. It's pretty cool. My lord. I mean, the driver. So you know which cars I'm looking to check out. Y'all know I'm making my way down here. Okay, so that's an 86. Ooh, stop. This is an 86. How do I know? No mass airflow sensor. Wait a minute. Yep, no mass airflow sensor. And it should have the third brake light. Ta-da! Third brake light. So 86. This was the same year car I had. My first car was an 86 Mustang. Not T-top or anything, but literally the exact same car. Oh my god, except for the woody stuff. But yeah, same interior, same. No, mine was red. So yeah, the moment I saw it, I'm like, whoa, 86 car. And this is the convertible version of the other car I want to look at, but just wanted to show you again, period correct, FR 500 wheels. This is kind of like what everyone did back in the day. Holley System X intake, speed density. So is it Holley? Actually, no. I think it's an 86 proper. 86 speed density, IAC, Holley System X, probably stock bottom end, stock cam, just dressed up. But I'm like, wait a minute. So then the more I look at it, I'm like, this is an 86. So very cool. Bro, what are you? Who are you? Who the hell are you? My God. This is sexy. I mean, get in it, go for a cruise. Look at the paint. What the who are you? Brother, good for you. And this is my future notch. Yes. Why, Alex? Well, simple. Carbureted. Holley blower. Probably a worked over motor. Fun. Power steering. No AC. No frills. Take it out on spring/fall nights and just party. Look at this thing. Cobra brakes. 5-lug conversion. The nice interior. You know how hard it is to find these seats, guys? He's got like 3 sets of these. Like, this seat is very difficult to find. Like, insanely tough. Let me get you a better shot. There you go. It's a driver. I drive it. Fuck it. Battery in the trunk. Yep. I'm gonna ask him, like, hey, if you were to put a price on this car, what would you do? And I would guess he'd probably want 35 or 30. I would guess. And we'll see. Pretty funny how everyone congregates all down there. They're all the old PBIR guys, the guys that used to race. And we, you know, talking about it, it is interesting when you actually talk to these guys. They all want to go racing again. And we talk cages, we talk all this stuff, but we all come to the same conclusion, like, there's no track. So why are we talking about racing? So the moment you start talking about racing, all these guys get excited because they're like, we can go racing again. So it's like a hopeful thing that the RPM group and others are potentially going to take interest in bringing Palm Beach International Raceway back to its former glory. But just all these guys right here just chomping at the bit to go back out to the track and go racing. I guess I'll sneak into the compound. I don't know if I'm welcome here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and interlope. So you guys remember these cars from last year. They were parked up front, but the gentleman obviously does well, has a couple of Cobras. I'm not gonna show him that much, but I don't want to show his personal stuff, but he's got 2 Cobras on a lift over there, okay? So that tells you the kind of money that's down here. Good for him. But yeah, got some really nice Cobra. What is this, 86? Again, we're looking for MAF or no MAF. So no MAF, that is 86. Sorry, 86, 87, 88, and 89, I think California vehicles had MAF. I think, or maybe 88, who knows? So, but this is an 86, it looks like. This is like a 90. Wow, look at the wheels on this thing. This is just. I'm gonna shut up. MAF. Pro M. Pro Flow. Cool, cool. No intercooler, right in there. One pull only. Victor Jr., a Victor 5.0 intake, don't see those often. Period correct here. Oh, this guy, sheesh. Come on. This is great. This is great. So people remember what they used to sound like.
That's stock.
Yeah, that's stock.
And he's probably all original.
Yeah.
As a kid, I remember the distinctive sound these used to make, and now you can't tell shit.
It's so rare to find them like that.
Like that, right? So the potential buyer wants to see underneath to see how pretty it is.
Yeah, you'll see one.
What's up, guys?
And just like that, just like I was talking about, you come up here, you see one of these cars that someone abandoned the build. The owner that's over here hiding, he doesn't want to be on camera. He picked it up, finished it, brought it to a show, and this gentleman, boom. The moment he saw it on the lift, he's like, I'm buying this thing. Like the words were, I am sending you a deposit right now. So this is kind of the game I'm talking about, like talking about the fact that there are incomplete builds out there that are a great deal. Then you find the right guy, the right place, the right people, then all of a sudden they end up buying the car for a killer. Guys, I'm not even gonna tell you the price of this car. I was considered buying it. I was like, bro, if he backs out, I'm buying it. And he said, no, yeah, I'm buying it. So he sent them a deposit and it's done deal. But this is a great example of a Fox body that's an incomplete build that gets finished by somebody for cheap price, and he can flip it and end up with a happy customer. Just like I said, you come down here, you find a car that's well priced out, Coyote swapped with Holly, someone abandoned the project, this guy picks it up, sells it on the spot to the first person that looked at it. That's super awesome. So oh my god. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Oh, they got a whole party going on over there. Oh, good for them. And there you go. That's the second year of the Fox Body meet at this little private event here. Pretty cool.